Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. Another day, another basket of technical difficulties. So I recently received, well, actually yesterday, I received this quite lovely 4-monitor stand that now dwarfs my desk and surrounds me with all the necessary information. I will be ordering the necessary cables that will arrive on Monday so that I can hook up monitor 5, potentially monitor 6. For those of you who don't know, one nice convenient hack to get one of those nice nifty vertical monitors is to simply take a monitor, turn it sideways, and change display settings. So we will be doing that. I have the mount for that as well. Unfortunately, didn't do a dry run last night of the new setup. So when I went to start the show today, Streamlabs OBS was trying to open up for some whack-a-noodle reason in a monitor that is no longer connected, that is actually in another room. So that I could set that up for really to have my living room. All right, so thanks for bearing with me. Starting the show off late, so it's going to be a shorter show. That's fine. Less of me, more of you. Let's get into this. But yes, everything looks quite nice and lovely. Hopefully we don't have any further technical difficulties, but that's just the way it goes. Pretty good at trading, kind of a Luddite when it comes to some technologies, not others. All right. All right, let's get to the chat. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Shout out to Jasper. Hello, Stream Elements Bot. Podnuts, how are we doing this morning? Tim Allen, Gabriel, good to see you as always. Eric Yeres, yeah, hot holo. So I've been hearing some flutter around holo. There are a few other, I would say, groups that are trading holo. However, I took a look at some things that others are, I commonly counter trade other groups. So as part of market research, it does pay to be aware of what others are doing. But yes, I'll take a look at it if I get a chance, man. Certainly. VP, shout out to you, and Ben Joseph. What's going on, guys? All right, so let's get in. First thing I want to talk about, let's go over to the news. First, guys, as always, if you want to support the show, make sure to head on over to twitch.tv/crackingcrypto. Give us a sub on there. We highly appreciate it. Let me make sure. This looks a little whack-a-noodle to me. Okay, no, that's all good. Never mind. Okay, if you want to support the show, make sure to go over there. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Cool. Got everything the way I wanted. Sorry about that. If you want to join the Cracking Cryptocurrency Premium Trading Group, all the information is at premium.crackingcryptocurrency.com if you'd like access to all our live trades and the community. Okay, moving on. I had on the show a few days ago Digi Warfare from Spectre Security Coin. That was a fantastic show. If you guys did not get the opportunity to watch it, It is in the crypto currently category of our videos, where I do have guests on in the evenings generally to do interviews, talk about technology, talk about the future of cryptocurrency, and generally the projects and things that they find exciting. DigiWarfare is the founder of Spectre Security Coin. There are a lot of stuff on there. They do have their shop open. If you guys want to go support the community, head on over to shop.spectresecurity.io. This is pretty cool. You can purchase everything that they have on here. Hold on a second. So I just got off there. Shop.spectresecurity.io. You can access everything they have here. They do not accept fiat. You can only pay with cryptocurrency. Create an account, deposit your funds, and then you can purchase. And I highly recommend this. This is really the pin of what Spectre Security Coin offers, and it is their web application testing. So for 100 USD, they will throw the whole potato at you. If you are concerned that your website has vulnerabilities, if you are concerned that your social media platform has vulnerabilities, whatever it is that you're designing, if it's on the internet, they can test it for security vulnerabilities. And I can tell you personally, again, I'm not, I don't shill things that I don't believe in. This dude is quite a genius. And when we had trouble with our website just a few weeks ago, we called DigiWarfare and he ran the whole potato at us, found the vulnerability in about 5 seconds flat, got it fixed, not a problem. So well worth the cheddar. Moving on. As we all know, the big news of the day, CBOE, the Chicago Board of Exchange, has withdrawn the SolidX VanEck ETF proposal from their, so they withdrew the proposal. So a lot of speculation, a lot of rumors, people taking to Twitter talking about this. Unfortunately, or excuse me, maybe fortunately, we did not see a pronounced response from the market. Of course, everything slightly dipped. We took opportunities as soon as that news came out, shorting some of the larger coins, but they were just scalps. We did not have really a pronounced reaction from the market, and now we've rebounded and are right back where we started yesterday, honestly. So I feel that this was largely priced into the market. So as in times of this, we always turn to the source, Jake Chervinsky, to see what his words are. CBOE has withdrawn the VanEck SolidX Bitcoin proposal. You guys can go see on the sec.gov website. You can see the full PDF. I read that last night. There's no real discerning factors there to explain why. However, what they haven't given an official reason yet, but their withdrawal implies that they're expecting denial, and they didn't want another SEC order setting bad precedent for the future. So there will be no Bitcoin ETF in Q1 of 2019. No way, not going to happen, donezo. So the speculation is that the reason that they did this, so let's go on over to another tweet. So Jan Van Eck stated on air on CNBC that it was because it was not going to get passed and they needed more time to convince the SEC about overseas Bitcoin trading issues as well as other issues about market manipulation. So the clip for that is right here. I'll go ahead and drop this in the chat if you guys want to go do some research on that. Let's see, Eric Yaris, thank you. Concept, Justin. Hey, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Fox Trader, Justin, run just to watch you. Thanks so much, man. Good to see you in here. Johnny Ace, hi. Saeed, I can't do last names, man. I just can't. Good to see you in here. Rotors, R, Russ, FPV. First person video? Maybe. Show us a pic of the setup, please. Of which one? I'd be happy to show you. However, all you have to do, if you doubt any words that I say, because I do get this commonly, go to my Discord, DM any premium subscriber and ask them, hey, did Justin just say something fallacious on the air? And they will tell you, nope, guess what? We took that trade. Take profit level was here. Entry level was right here. Here's the timestamp. Let's see here. So, yes. So, guys, go check this information out if you're interested in seeing this. Yes, so no price response from the ETF I would take as a positive. Largely, this was priced into the market, so not a whole lot to fear in that sense. And again, one of the interesting speculations, I think, is that all the weak hands have already been kicked out. You know what I mean? It's only the long-term hodlers that are left now, and those who are accumulating for the long term. So, let's go take a look over at some data metrics. Actually, here, I can actually show, before we do that, I just want to show a quick update on the trading group. Oh, sorry, my monitor setup. Yeah, I can post a picture. I'll post a picture later. The room looks a little crazy right now because I have not put the boxes up. I haven't put the boxes up. My apologies. I'll post a picture in the general Discord later, man. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, so here's current week 4. Week 4 chugging along. Not as impressive as week 3. Week 4 chugging along. Let's see here. Yeah, so EOS H19 closed that out. ZRX BTC closed that out. Here's the Litecoin trade I was talking about. Hit take profit 2, pulled back, stopped out at take profit 1. Shorted ETHUSD, that worked out quite well. The XBT trade, though, didn't. Hide the point. Because we missed our take profit level by about $2. So I was actually targeting 35.25, did not fall down that low. And it actually pulled back up. We went ahead and broke even or slight take profits on that trade. So as you can see here, we entered at 35.50 on that trade and then ended up, closing out at 35.41. So anyways, no loss, no risk trade. That's cool. I'll take that for the Litecoin and the Ethereum. All right, moving on. Coin farm. Again, we're not strongly trending, so the benefits of looking at this is not going to be overly important. But let's look at the aggressiveness of the longs and shorts. About 50-50. Nothing supremely major. Looking at significant trades in the last 60. Let's look at significant trades in the last 30 minutes. Yeah, it just seems completely evened out. Some longs coming in. None of this is significant. This is all below $1 million. So until when we see something like when we see $5 to $10 million pumps, then we can start to see significant movement. So just absolutely gridlocked. Let's see here. Taking a look at market depth ratio. Come on, Bitcoin. Hey, Daniel Clerks. Good morning, man. Sorry, Rotors. Sorry. Dealing with a lot of technical difficulties puts me... I just wake up, my hair's on fire. I'm like, all right, it's time to start the show. Let's get this going. Streamlabs won't open up, so I got to call Scott. I'm like, Scott, everything's broken. Okay, so looking at the market depth ratio is still bullish. All right, so what this is compiling is the limit sell orders on the books. This is 100% of the books. So we can flip back and look at 5% within orders, something similar to the bid-ask sum. And I do think that that's more helpful because, again, it's compiling data from all the exchanges and all trading pairs as opposed to the bid-ask sum, which is only compiling. I mean, it's very specific. You have to look at... are you looking at the bid-ask sum? So the sum of bids to asks on Bitfinex within 5% of price. It does give you more variance, more selection for your percentage within price range, but it's not compiling data from multiple exchanges. So what we can see is that overall the order books for Bitcoin are still quite bullish. We do see that, unfortunately, what we do see here is that since January 19th, all right, we reached a peak at January 19th on open interest, okay? So open interest is still falling, still in a decline. And when open interest is declining, it means that even though the books may be more bullish than bearish, which we can clearly see here, unfortunately, it does not show, it shows lack of overall interest in buying and selling, which is not good. We do want to see, for increased volatility, for nice big moves, we do want to see a rise in open interest. And so while the market is declining in open interest, we're not probably going to see, it's very rare. I mean, we're going to see reactions, we're going to see moves, there's going to be scalps and everything. But until we start moving into an uptrend for open interest, you're not going to see those big groundbreaking movements. This is very indicative of a sluggish, range-bound market, very low volatility, very little action. And when we see things like this in Bitcoin, when we see falling open interest in Bitcoin, the opportunities do tend to flow into the alts. And one thing that I have noticed is that when we're looking at sideways markets, and again, I'm speculative at trading altcoin pairs. So we trade altcoins. As I showed, we traded 0x. We recently traded Strat. We recently traded Zem. We traded OMG. We traded a bunch. So I pull up the spreadsheet, but those are the ones that we traded over just over the last few days. And what I've noticed is that when Bitcoin is in these sluggish market ranges, the money does flow into the alts and the opportunities go into the alts, at least briefly. And what I've noticed is that there's a sequence, there's a cycle to this. It's not just like all alts pump. It goes in waves. So the first coins that pump is going to be your larger cap coins, your Stellar Lumens, your basic attention token, your Monero, your Ethereum, your et cetera, right? Those are the things that rise first, okay? And maybe less the top 10 and maybe more, well, excuse me, maybe not the top 3, maybe not your big dogs, you know, like Ethereum, because Ethereum pretty much moves in lockstep with Bitcoin. But the others, which will diverge from Bitcoin and have an enhanced volatility while Bitcoin is sideways. We're all aware of this phenomenon. So when Bitcoin stagnates and goes sideways, the opportunity for trades does flow into the alts, and it moves in a sequence, it moves in a cycle. So you have your larger cap coins that move first. Then you have your mid to small cap. Then you have your mid cap coins that go on nice runs. So we see things like OMG, we see Stratus, et cetera, et cetera. And then what moves next, and again, we've already seen that. We've seen the large caps move. We've seen the mid caps move because we've seen the nice pumps out of things like Stratus. We've seen the nice pumps out of things like OMG, et cetera, et cetera. What's next? It's the low cap coins, your low sat coins, things like your Sia coin, things like your NPXS. I mean, I'm talking real, you know, sub 100 Satoshi valuated coins. Those are the ones that pump and then dump. And because remember, until we're in a bull market, they're just pumps and dumps, guys. But as a trader, that doesn't matter to me. As a short-term trader, I'm just looking for the opportunity today. I'm looking for the opportunity today. So keep that in mind when you're looking for what's to come next. The small cap coins have not really pumped yet. So the opportunities, just keep your eyes on things like Sia coin, NPXS, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, things like that. So you're looking for low sat coins. All right, Brian Screech, good morning to you, man. Okay, let's get into the charts. And we'll go over here. So, unfortunately, nothing's really changed, guys. I mean, we just have absolutely no volume, no volatility, no movements. Well, let's look at the daily chart. We're looking at Bitstamp, obviously. The first thing we're going to do is just going to take the lines off the chart. And let's just look at price action. So, yeah, look, this is the reaction yesterday from the VanEck ETF Withdrawn. We don't even close below the open of our previous bullish candle that really faked everybody out. We faked out all the shorts right here, got them out of the market. Faked out all the longs right here, got them out of the market. Had an increase of liquidations once price traded below here. Again, retail traders are trained to have their stop loss placed directly below support. And unfortunately, there are situations where that's going to be your only bet. There are going to be opportunities or situations where that is your only bet. You do have to be aware of grabs for liquidity. So you have a range right here. Price does completely clear out all the shorts with this movement right here. Obviously, the best time to be entering the market, and then price dumps. You have a range right here. Individuals are trying to go long off what they feel is the bottom, especially after you see this daily candle and then this daily candle. And what happens? You have all the longs cleared out right there. Obviously, the best time to be entering in the market. So one thing that I do like to do, one common easy way to do this is to take something like average true range. And there are many ways to do this, but this is what I will commonly do. Take something like average true range. Here we have our ATR indicator right here. And you're going to take your swing low. If you're range bound, you're going to take your swing low. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull up ATR and you're going to measure one ATR below price. So here we go. We have 163. Excellent right there. So we put a line right there. Shoot. So here's the low of this candle. We'll go ahead and measure down one ATR, which was a daily 163 right here. Okay, because I disabled, there we go. So we have this pink line right here, all right? That's one ATR, actually this red line, sorry, that's one ATR. And then what you can do is you can ladder your buy orders throughout this area. You can ladder your buy orders throughout this area. Now this becomes tricky because where do you set your stop loss? Sometimes you can use a multiple of one ATR. Sometimes I'll take the median and I'll go 2.5 to 3.5x ATR, but you get into risky territories, obviously, because you're dealing now with wide margins. So just a strategy to keep in mind to set buy orders 1x below the swing low, especially if you're range bound. The risk here, however, is that you are actually, that you do capitulate and that you are moving down. However, you generally do not get high volatility breakdown movements without at least a retest of support as resistance. So something to always keep in mind: slow, patient, calm, easy trading, no freaking out, no panic selling. All right, and as you can see right here, I actually did have my ATRs measured right here. This is from the point in time here. This is measured from here. This is one ATR. This is two ATR. So areas to be looking for support. And obviously, we can see the price did come down, hit that 34.30 just perfectly, and do nothing. But or excuse me, spring right back up into the range. So what have I been saying for the last 5 days, really? Actually, I've been saying that since here. I've been saying this for over a week. Excuse me. Sometimes I forget my own words. But price is still range bound. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. Okay. So look, we've got a couple very anemic, very weak weekly candles, all right? This one clearing out all the shorts, this one clearing out all the longs, and the market is still absolutely range-bound. This is why the opportunity cost for trading, for looking for a positional trade right now, is just absolutely on hold. You do need to see a daily candle really close above or below these levels, and we've seen that, and every time it's happened, we've gotten completely faked out. So we need to see a daily close with a little bit of follow through. As we can see right here, the overall trend remains to the bears. We have not been able to break any resistances on the daily time frame. As I've said, we do have 4 levels of resistance coming in here. As I've been talking about, we have, in order of importance, we have the 8 period, the 8 daily exponential moving average. We have the local point of control. We have this high volume node in its totality, and we have the weekly range. So if we take a look at the weekly chart, we can see what has been giving us support and resistance. We do see the top. This is the range of the weekly consolidation. We have the open of the previous bearish weekly candle before the shift in market structure, and we have the high of the previous bearish candle before the shift in market structure. So hopefully you guys can see that quite clearly. Let's go to auto. So hopefully you guys can see that. Yes, we do have a dominant trend to the downside right here. As you can see, dominant trend to the downside. And then we have a break in market structure. We have 2 key points here, 2 important weekly candles. We have this one right here, which is we have our dominant bearish weekly downtrend, breaking through all supports. We stall right here after putting in a long wick. We stall right here. We have a week of absolute equilibrium, and we have a nice Darth Maul candle, a nice Darth Maul weekly candle. And that is establishing the open and close of this candle is establishing for me resistance right here, because this is an equilibrium candle. So this, my dear friends, is where the bulls sense weakness in the bears. And if the bulls are able to break this zone by closing a weekly candle above this level, a true confirmation would be a weekly open and close above this level, then that would indicate the failure of the bears to hold this level. So this is an area that the bulls are interested in pushing price back up to and testing and testing and testing and testing again to see if we can get an upthrust above this level, because that would indicate weakness in the bears, and that would indicate the potential for a move back up to our previous resistance zone. Again, that zone is going to be right here, that $5,000 to $5,500 area. That's the no-brainer trade. I've been talking about this for a while. None of this here, none of this is no-brainer trades. 2 weeks of absolute no-brainer trades. You go down to the 30-minute chart, you go down to the 5-minute chart, and you look for your daily day trading opportunities. But when we're talking about long-term positional trades, there is nothing on the table, guys. There's nothing on the table. Being more poignant, honestly. I don't know why it's not letting me zoom in. This is frustrating, but whatever. Being even more poignant, in the very short term, there's not even a range trade to be had, because you've just gotten absolutely destructed to the downside and to the upside. All your shorts wrecked right here, all your longs wrecked right here. So be cautious when you're trading. Look for the better opportunity costs. There are going to be great opportunities, great positions to put on for Bitcoin. Again, I think going back down here to retest 3,200, 3,100 is going to be, and potentially even 2,900, I'll look down to there on an intraday basis, is going to be a no-brainer trade for a retest of resistance up here. That's going to be a no-brainer trade. That's going to be a no-brainer trade, guys. There's so much pooled liquidity right here. It's going to be a no-brainer trade right back up here to resistance. The other no-brainer trade is obviously in the short term, a short from resistance, because you are assuming that the bears will hold this level, and then you are immediately invalidated if we are actually able to break this level, and then you just switch to a long, because that becomes the no-brainer trade. You short resistance, you long support, and you wait for a breakout to confirm itself before you invest your capital on a breakout trade. Because those are the big swing opportunities, guys. When you're looking at how to actively manage your trades, the no-brainer swing trades are break above weekly resistance. You're looking for a trade. You have several areas that you can target, because that's also going to be a break year 8. Where's your next resistance level? Well, you've got some weekly resistance right here at the high of this candle, 4,410. You've got your 21 exponential coming in at 48.36. You've got your high volume node coming in here around 5,500. You've got your 55 EMA coming in around 59.10. Yeah, so excellent targets for the upside if we are actually able to get above this zone right here on a weekly basis. So we are going to be using the daily time frame to confirm those weekly movements. So let's look down and just see what we're dealing with right now. So a big picture, obviously, on the daily time frame, we do have this descending trend line of resistance, looking to short in this zone right here, both from this trend line and this trend line. Confirm rejection if we are actually able to close above this trend line, or alternatively, the 55 exponential moving average closing above this on a daily time frame is going to invalidate shorts for me in the meantime. But you do have this range of targeting. You have an 8% range to be putting on your shorts right now because this level has held. So you expect the level to hold until it breaks. Those are the no-brainer trades. Right now, market could go either way. It's pushed up for liquidity grabs, it's pushed down for liquidity grabs, and what we need to do now is wait for a break to the upside. I would say, if I had to trade my opinion, which I shall not, I shall actually wait for a daily above here. I shall wait for a daily below here on a closing basis, because again, not getting wicked. Waiting for a daily candle to close above or below these levels. If I had to put my opinion on it, my opinion would actually be at this point an upthrust and a retest of this resistance zone. All right, the other possible avenue is the daily close below this level. We come down to test our next level of support because this has already been chunked through. Our next level of support is going to be initially 32.67. Again, we have the high of this range, putting in a little bit of daily closing resistance here. We do have the top of the HVN, so this range right here. And then I'm also going to be looking to add to that position if we do end up going down below this level. Absolutely. All right, so moving on, and that's going to be a trade to retest resistance, whether that's the bottom of the trend line or whether that is the 55 EMA, whatever comes first, depending on how long it takes us to move down. But let's see here. Yeah, I expect, I'm not really expecting, if we look at that falling open interest, to be honest with you, I'm just expecting more range-bound activity, honestly, very sluggish activity with brief spurts of candles like this, you know, and like this, where everybody gets overly excited and thinks that, you know, we're going to the center of the earth or we're going to the moon, until look here, until these EMAs really tighten up and we get some really long-term consolidation. I'm not really expecting a true break of this range. Everything's got to tighten up, man. The coils have got to tighten. All the bands have got to tighten. Domino L says, Callisto Network, not a pump and dump, cold stake and wait. You know, Pex is a good friend of mine, and we haven't talked in quite a while. But, yes, I do support that project. Sanjeev Daskatra, good morning to you. Jeremy asks, can I take a look at Stellar Lumens? Yeah, sure. And a look at Mainframe. All right, yeah, we'll take a look at those guys. Okay, so nothing overall exciting. Let's go into the 4-hour chart. Do we have any daily opportunities? Your daily opportunity right now is going to be putting on a short right here on a retest of 3,600. That's the trade on the table. You do have the potential long scalp. You have this 4-hour candle looking like it's going to close. Of course, you do have to wait another 56 minutes and 37 seconds for confirmation. If that does happen, you can take the long scalp up to this area. It's only about a 64% trade, so the opportunity cost is not there in my opinion. But yes, you do have this resistance, which is held once, twice. That seems like the no-brainer trade to me, at least to take that short and be targeting at least your EMAs tightening up right here. That's a 1% trade. Let's go down to the 30-minute chart and see what we can see for that. Yep, so the bulls do have the lower time frame momentum. Going up to the hourly, they've just gained the hourly momentum. We go to the 4-hour chart, they have not gained it yet. So we do switch to the higher time frames to see where our resistances are going to be. It's very simple, guys. This is very simple to do. If you're taking a long, like say you're in a long position right now, all right, and you're looking to, you're keeping an eye on this 35.94 level to be able to take your profits. Also, the point of control coming in right here around 36.26. Let's say this resistance zone breaks. All right, we go up to a higher time frame. Where's our resistance now? Now you have confluence at the point of control. You go up to a higher time frame. We have confluence. We have confluence right here with the top of the range. Very simple to do this. Very simple strategy. All right, so let's go check out Ethereum, see if anything's changed. All right, so we still have Ethereum resting right on that 618 Fibonacci retracement of the entire swing movement right here. Falling volume and a decline. I do expect to see, what I don't like is this. I don't like this slow arc downwards to form a lower low. I don't like that. Now, this can be viewed as an SFP. Yes, it can, which is a swing failure pattern, meaning that we have posited in a low and price goes slightly below that low to clear out, to tap into liquidity. I often do like to see more violent moves down. But the other way to look at this too is the weakening of support. So do expect just the same when we're looking at the Bitcoin daily chart. I'm going to need all these EMAs to tighten up. I'm going to need to see price move sideways for a little bit more. I'm going to have to see some consolidation at this zone. If this zone breaks, then we just simply wait for the daily close below or the daily close above to let us know who has gained the upper hand, who has gained the momentum. Very simple Fibonacci trading strategy on this would be to target the 618 for a buy and look for the return to the 236. For this, I'm also simply targeting 1 ATR below price. So we have 1 ATR below our swing low, which I actually measured here. 1 ATR below swing price is going to be our stop loss. Now, regaining the daily momentum by getting above this level right here, and regaining the upper momentum by taking out this local high, taking out local resistance, which has held us back once, twice. We do have our upside targets here for a real Ethereum rally of 170.99 and 189.01. That's correspondent to this HVN and front running this larger HVN here. So I'm simply front running the liquidity right here. That's my take profit, just the low of this candle right here. We can see that on the volume profile, that is prior to the HVN, so it is an easy area for us to take a profit from. It's less risky than taking profit at the resistance zone itself. And then we simply have another take profit level, which again is another low. This is how I do look for take profit targets on long-term trades here and here. But not looking to put that position on until I actually see these EMAs tighten up. I'm going to need to see them tighten up before I can expect a volatile movement upside or downside. Hey, Joseph. So Bitcoin Trading Challenge has some excellent videos on using the volume profile. I recommend going and checking that out. Bitcoin Trading Challenge on the YouTube. You can also check out the interview that I did with him on Crypto Currently. Hey, Electronium Rich, what's going on? LTC breaking out. Let's take a gander at LTC. Yep, LTC making a nice move right here. On the daily chart, getting above your high volume node of consolidation right there and going to take out your resistance zones right here. I like it. So what's the rule, guys? What's the rule? Do we long resistance? Do we long resistance? Or do we short resistance? Do we long support? Or do we short support? $0.75. Actually, sorry. I need to put it over here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Short wick. Yeah, I missed it. Yeah, the sacrifices of yep. We short resistance. Yep. Excellent. Bam, look at that. That was a 1.48% trade. Well, wish I would have pulled it up and market entered that bad boy. Oh well. Oh well. Opportunity cost. Hope you guys see how much I'm sacrificing to beer for you guys every day. That's all right. There'll be plenty of time. Now, market getting a little frothy right now. I like it. All right. You want me to take a look at S&M? Hey, my Sally man, what's going on? What's the difference between the volume on the side and volume on the bottom? The volume on the bottom is volume by time. So the volume on the bottom is indicating just your basic volume profile indicator, or excuse me, your volume indicator. So this much, there was this much volume at this time. And this is actually indicating volume by price. So at this price, there was this much volume. So this helps me indicate support and resistance, consolidation, likely targets, likely support. So let's take a look here at Litecoin. Here's what I'd like to see. So if you want to take a bullish trade, what you got to target is this zone right here. Again, if you want to take a breakout trade, you need to have confirmation. So when price returns, okay, to its breakout zone in this range right here, that's when you can go long. The other way you can go long is if price ends up closing on a significant basis here at this level and then continues moving up. Just like, so if we look at the 5-minute chart, it's very similar to looking for a pullback. So here's the 5-minute candle. Yep. So you have a nice 5-minute pump candle right there. 50% retracement. Excuse me. So not yet. Well, yeah, almost a 50% retracement. Yeah, no, a full 50% retracement of the bullish impetus so far. So you have a 3% movement upwards, and you already have a 1.5 bearish movement downwards. So you get some confluence right here. Here's your resistance level right here. Your 0.5, 50% retracement. And you'd have to have your stop loss just right down here if you want to take that breakout trade. If you think this is going to have some legs, going to have some follow through. But for me, interesting. What's going on with my? Oh, because I'm looking at H19 and not LTC. Really, what I should be looking at is LTC BTC. All right. So the short scalp's been played out. This is why you don't FOMO in at the top. In today's market, we drink coffee and pick our noses all day because it's better than my granny. That's true, man. See, here you go. Here's just a good example, man. You short resistance, you short resistance, you short resistance, you try to short resistance, that's all right. You're invalidated, that's all right, because you've shorted resistance here, here, and here, and you were wrong only right here, that's all right. What happens? Price pulls back, consolidates along your support, you long support, bloop, you long support. Don't like being late to the party, man. Let's see if this J-hook pattern develops. If you guys are familiar with a J-hook pattern, it looks very similar to this. So I'll keep my eyes on Mr. Litecoin. But I'm not going to hop in the trade now. If I'm late to the party, I'm cool with that, man. Let's take a look and see what Ripple's doing. Just trying to slug along there, form that nice curvy base. The real trade on that, gentlemen and ladies, is this one. So really exceeding expectations. Actually, let me go over here to be honest with you. Yeah, still not doing anything. Dun, 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 dun. XRP-H19, I think it's on this chart right here. Yep, there you go. This is the XRP setup for the subscribers that have been with us for a while. And this is not bullshit. Go look at the timestamps for our entries. So this is averaged entries because we did have our, let's see, so what was it? 9,600. 9,600 and then 9,650 were the targets that he put out. And the first was here. This was a secondary entry. So we already hit most of our targets on this candle right here. But again, look at what we're looking at. So here's the 4-hour chart. Ripple's giving us no reason to assume that we're going to be bullish except for looking at this double, this triple bottom, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tests of support. And as we've said a lot, guys, the more times that you test support or resistance, the weaker that it gets. And if we take a bigger picture of Ripple Bitcoin, if we take a bigger picture of Ripple Bitcoin, yep, we're sitting right on support. And you do long support, very simple. You do long support. However, for me to switch out of my short, see, I'm already in a profitable short position. So there's no reason for me to exit this trade until we actually close above a period of resistance. Again, the market has to prove to you that you are shifting the dominant trend. It's just a simple trend trading strategy, all right? So we have a nice bullish movement right here, and then we just commence the dumping. We just have this long extended downwards movement. And I don't own a crystal ball. The market could do this. Market could do this. It's going to do whatever it wants. I'm just going to go in the direction that the market goes. Right now, the market's going down, so there's no reason to exit my profitable trade. I'll exit my profitable trade if we close a 4-hour candle above resistance. Prefer to see it on a daily time frame, though. So, yeah. So this will be something to keep your eyes out for the next couple of days. Putting in, again, I have to wait for this daily candle to close, but we do have increasing momentum downwards right here. No volume. Seems like all the volume is tearing out of Ripple right now. So very low volume as we're coming on. If we go back here and look at spot price, very low volume as we're coming up on support. All right, very low volume as we're coming up on support. So risky to enter because, again, you have all these wicks down to the downside here. So an entry right here is speculative, highly speculative, because the market can move lower. Now, I did go ahead and I went ahead and threw on this XRP long to hedge and to try to capture for the potentiality that the market does turn around here, which there are some signs of doing. No volatility on the daily candle. Decreasing momentum, decreasing volume to the downside. So we'll just wait. So hopefully everything goes as planned. I'll be optimally prepared for the upside if Ripple does decide to break out of this trend. And if it does not, well, guess what? Just add to my position. Daily candle. If the daily candle closes, look at where we're at. Daily candle closes. If the daily candle on futures closes anywhere down here, double up, double up. Did you just say J pattern? Thank you so much for the likes, guys. Hostile 123. Where did I get my education on financial markets? Books. My parents were very keen on me paying attention to the markets when I was really young. They wanted me to understand how to be financially solvent. I just studied a lot, man. I've just done a lot of trading. I've mentored with some excellent traders, with some people who have actually been on the floor at CBOE, for example. You have to have a passion to learn, you know? So I looked at, I started off with a very basic trading strategy. My first 2 years were slightly rough, lost money. And then you just get better, man, and you improve on what you learn. And the key things are psychological discipline and sticking to a strategy. So, I have some very basic, simple rules that I tell people to start off with. Long support, short resistance, don't FOMO in, establish a plan. If you miss a trade, you miss a trade. The worst mistake is people like not having a plan, because there's stuff that I'm watching, for example, right? Like here, we'll give you a good example, right? Like, let's take a look at Lunar, okay? Like looking at Lunar, I looked at Lunar, all right? Lunar's had a very nice movement, all right? We're coming back down to a key fib level right here, all right? Coming back down to a key fib level. On the 4-hour chart, we're coming down to the 21 exponential moving average. Now we're getting tight. This could absolutely break down to the downside. But if we do not, we do have this LVN. We have this gap in the LVN right here before we have a little bit of consolidation. So this is an easy target for a day scalp, or a couple days scalp at least. So I'm going to go down to the 30-minute, which is what I normally day trade on. And what do I see? I see things getting very tight on the 30-minute chart, very tight. We've had this nice pullback. We've had this nice movement back down, sideways accumulation, sideways consolidation for a while. Now, this could absolutely break to the downside. It's absolutely okay. But here's the thing, and I'll just be completely honest with you. I get alerts from what other traders are doing. And I got an alert. Somebody was like, hey, go long here, man. Let's buy Lunar 36.50. It's a great price. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And I took one look at this. I looked at the 4-hour chart. I'm like, okay, I see what you're trying to do. See what you're trying to do. Now let's go down to a day trading time frame, and let's wait for opportunity cost. So you have established, where's my resistance? Previous support, double test on support right there. That's going to be your first zone of resistance. Okay, sounds good. It's below your local point of control, so I'm front running liquidity. Sounds great. Now, if we're able to get above this zone, we might face a little bit of resistance here at the point of control. But where's your secondary target going to be? Where's your moonshot target going to be? Your moonshot target's going to be here, previous resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance. And there's the levels that the market's going to run into problems. So what do we need to take this trade? Well, we just need to see this baby close above this baby. All right. At least that's just a very simple way of trading. We see things getting very tight. We see things getting very tight, and we'll take a trade that looks like that. All right. It's a simple, easy trade. Allows us to manage our risk very effectively. Breakout right here. The stop loss moves immediately up to the candle that does the breaking out. CNB5 asks, which additional information do you get from looking at future prices and similar instruments? Well, what I like to do is futures prices are going to establish for you the sentiment of the market. Okay. So if you look at if you look at something like BitGer, which will show you here, let me give you guys an example. If you look at something like BitGer, and you go over to Bitcoin, and you look at trading sentiment, okay, so this is going to show you bull bear income. So this is going to show you the profitability of bulls and the profitability of bears. And keep in mind, this is corresponding to not the expiry dates. So you do want to look at the expiry dates and look at the volume, look at the number of positions. And what you can see is if shorts are holding profitable positions open and not covering, then the sentiment of the market is that price will continue to go down. Now, I do look for areas where sentiment is divergent. So if we get something like 60% of traders think that the market is bearish and only 40% think that the market is bullish, well, then we're likely to experience a short-term reversal of trend because just because retail traders almost always get it wrong. So just when everybody is assured that the market is going to continue to go down, that's when you have all retail traders pile into shorts, or you have retail traders panic sell. They exhaust their selling supply, and there's nothing to suppress the bulls from pushing price up. There's nothing to suppress buyers from pushing price up. Same, when you have everybody screaming that we're going to the moon, you have long skyrocketing, you're at the top of an uptrend, you see a big spike in volume, it just means all the buyers have just expired all their capital. There's no more buying impetus. There's nothing to suppress the price from the sellers pushing price down, because you do have to remember that there's constant buying and selling going on at all times. There's constant buying and selling at all times in the market. And when you see movements, that is indicating to you that, hey, we have been able to make a small victory, right? It's kind of like rolling a stone up a hill, like Sisyphus, rolling the stone up the hill. Once you roll the stone up, you stamp your foot in, you find support. All right, cool. The bulls just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and you're just waiting to see when that foot slips and the stone comes rolling back down. Do I think today the Bitcoin chart looks like July 14th, 2018? The fractal. Hey there, little baby Bitcoin. So you decided to make a nice move and just get absolutely shorted into. Let's take a look at that fractal. So you said July 14th, 2018. Dun, dun, dun. Does look similar, I'll give you that. A little different, more spread out. There was more irrational exuberance at this time. Everybody calling for a 6K bottom. You got to remember that was only 1 to the third test, especially after you saw this after you saw this low get taken out, and then price rebound and then hold a higher low. But here's the thing, guys. I am nothing if not consistent, guys. Haven't made it over one resistance yet. And I guess another similarity would be, yeah, so I see that, and that, and that. And that was more of a very, more of a very bullish, well, so we have the bullishness, right? But that was a steep climb down. The main difference, I guess, just off the top of my head, between that fractal and what we currently see is, let's see here. So where's that? April? Yeah, here it is. Yeah, July. Yeah, right here. is that you don't have, in this example, right, you don't have a second rejection from resistance. So yeah, you establish your resistance here, you come back up and test it once, you form a higher low, and you just take a run right at it. In this case, you established resistance, you took another run right back at it, you pulled back, and this is your bullishness. You had a nice pullback, consolidated, and made another run out of it, and then just got decimated again. And now price is just stagnating and moving sideways. So yes, this can mean that we need to consolidate at a lower level. This can mean that we need to consolidate at a lower level to actually make another run back out it. But until this level breaks, you short from here, you long from here. Short, long, short, long, short, long. And looking at today, all right, so let's go to the hourly chart. Okay, yeah, all right, looks okay. That's a nice, big, somewhat. Is there volume on the candle? No, not really. Has that candle closed? Is there follow through? We don't know. But let's go to the daily. Let's go to the daily. Okay. Nothing's happened yet, man. Nothing's happened. Have not broke past one single unit of resistance. 8 exponential. Point of control. High volume node. Weekly range. Go to the weekly. So pardon me if I don't just get just mega massively super thrilled and awesome about this. I go from the daily to the 4-hour down to the 30-minute chart to execute a trade. Daily chart, haven't done anything impressive yet. 4-hour chart, got to get over this. Then you got to get over that. 30-minute chart. Minute chart, you can take your stab at it, man. 30-minute chart, break above the 55, pull back down. You're holding this level right here. So if you want to take a scalp long, that's entirely fine. But just know where you're longing into, or that you're longing into resistance. So. Oh, not putting the trade on, man. Nope. BTT airdrop, please give us information about this airdrop. Would you prefer to buy some Tron? No, I would prefer to short Tron. So the BTT airdrop is going to start, I think, February 1st. I talked about this yesterday. And they're going to airdrop BTT tokens on all Tron holders like once a month. But they've already come out and said that the majority of the BTT tokens are going to go to the token sale, are going to go to the crowdfunding sale. So yeah, you're going to get, you're going to get very, 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 very little BTT token for holding Tron. You will get some, but my classic tried and true strategy is when there's an airdrop or a hard fork, you buy the underlying asset and you sell it prior to the fork. So I'll watch Tron. I'll keep my eye on Tron. I'm short on Tron. Could it have another leg up? Yes, that's fine. I'll just add to my position. So we'll just wait and see. It seems like the trend has broke for now. If that changes, then I'll switch my position. But until then, I won't. Am I bearish or bullish short term? I have no directional bias short term because there's no indications from the market on which way we're going. So since we are range bound right now, since we're not doing anything, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for other opportunities, which I'm already in, and I will wait for the market to give me clear direction. If I had to trade my opinion, as I said earlier in the show, if I had to trade my opinion, it does seem more likely. If I had to trade my opinion, it does seem more likely that Bitcoin tests resistance before testing support again. If I had to trade my opinion, but I won't. Will not open up a position based on my fragile human opinion. Hey, Myth, what's going on, man? BTC, big green, buy now. Bitcoin Gold. All right. Bitcoin technical analysis. Where's your resistance? So, daily chart. Daily chart right here. The first level of resistance that we got coming in is the point of control. That's 36.17. I have the daily range established at 36.40. Support at the range, the lower range of the, the lower range of this, the support of this range, 35.50. We've had shorts taken out. We had longs taken out here. On the daily chart, you've got your 21 coming in, giving confluence to this area as well, 36.40 right here. This is one ATR above your median right here, 36.97. So the way to put this on, go down to the 4-hour. Current resistance right now, 4-hour point of control, 36.23, and then we've got that 36.40 right there. So as I talked about on the daily, 4 levels of resistance that we've got to get overcome. 8 exponential, point of control, weekly range, 21, or the closing of the, or the candle close, resistance of the range, right up here, which is also congruent with 1 ATR away from your point of control right here, from your median of the range. Tool is a great band. If you do your charting to Tool, you're going to do quite well. Personal opinion. Does anyone know Coinbase's stand on the Bcash fork coins? They still have not distributed. Love this channel. Well, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the support. I do not know their stance on Bcash fork coins. I do know that Coinbase is terrible at distributing coins. I will assume at some point in time you're going to get I'm sure at some point in time you'll get your Bcash, but good luck with that. Entered 2 days ago on daily. Stochastics are, so we're already sold-ish. Looks like it's going to launch. Hope to 4K, then short at MACD crossing 0 as well. I think good RSI. I feel you, man. I know a lot of people are bullish, but I will go ahead and be late to the party. I'll be late to the party on this baby. Let's look at her. Somebody said bull flag forming on the weekly for Ripple. This is a pretty important moment for Ripple, actually. You've got multiple SR flips, and then just lazy consolidation. Yeah, that's a pretty important zone. I definitely don't see this as a bull flag, though. No. Bull flags do not retrace the entirety of your bullish movement. Bitcoin technical analysis. Something came up on my radar. Let me see if I can't pull it up. Oh, crap. I got to open up my Discord to find the link. Ensuring dankest memes. Doctor, thank you. So, you know what? That's what I'm talking about. And again, not everybody's going to agree with me. Everybody has their own opinion when it comes to trading. That's absolutely fine. But yeah, range bound between 4,000 and 3,000 right now, and we stand at 3,500. It's 50-50, man. Market could go up, market could go down. I like to take trades where the side's on my favor. Now, I will look again. I'm a trader. I'm a gambler. When I get off the show, I'll go down to some lower time frames and I'll see if I see any opportunities for scalps. More than likely, for the moment, I'm going to be looking for short scalp opportunities. Again, I'm already in play on most of the stuff I want to be in play on, I think, for longer term trades. Come on, Discord, let's buff before the raid. Let's go. Yeah, I'm just going to be much more comfortable shorting from that resistance zone and putting on longs on a breakout of the resistance zone, and then longing from support. All right, let's see here. Do I trade any low cap coins? Yeah, yes, it is bad for your health and your wealth. But yeah, when I see opportunities, I trade them, man. And as I said, when Bitcoin is sluggish, more sluggish, the money does roll through the larger cap coins to the mid cap coins to the low cap coins. And they all go through their little cycles of pumping and dumping. So haven't really seen the low cap coins move yet. So there are opportunities there. Okay, so let me find this website for you, man, if I can. Shoot. I can't think of its name and I didn't save it. There is some, let's Google search it together. There is some, it's like BTC something, man. And I think you can access it in the United States with up to 100x leverage. So I don't know, let's try it. 100x leverage, Bitcoin exchange, United States. Good luck, guys. Is it this? Is it Bybit? No, it's not Bybit. Bit 7. Yeah, somebody asked me about Bit 7. I haven't checked it out, man. You know what? I'm gonna have to get that. I'm gonna have to get that link. I'm gonna have to get that link from one of my guys because he sent me a link. But when I was doing the monitors this morning and when I was freaking out, not really freaking out because nothing would work, I closed that tab, so I lost it all. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, if I had to talk about one low cap coin that I think is interesting, it's probably going to be MPXS. MPXS doing some things. You're above your daily. You're above your daily 55. You've broken out of this consolidation range. I'd be speculative buying right here. I mean, you could put on like 10%. The problem with these things is that, I mean, your stop loss below support, I mean, God, it's freaking, you're talking like 23% opportunity loss. What that means, though, is you just got to put on a smaller position size, which you're going to want to anyways because the liquidity is terrible. But yeah, the easiest area to enter is actually going to be at the mark price. So the range between buyers and sellers. So actually, this is interesting because right when I was looking at this morning, because MPXS had popped up on my radar, it was actually down here. It was down one tick. So you've got some targets, obviously, and look at that. Look at that volume spike. It's pretty nice. So you got consolidation, and you see a lot of volume breaking above consolidation. That's generally a good sign. You do expect to see follow through on that. Your first resistance going to be coming up here at 20 satoshis. You can also, that's also going to be congruent with your support over here. So first target, and really your next target after that is going to be resistance right here, 27. And you'd have to put your stop. Put your stop right here. If you're being aggressive, really the place that should go. Honestly, the place your stop should really go is here, but essentially this breakout has been invalidated if you come back down. So you could even set it tighter if you want. The problem with this, though, is that, man, these are risky trades. I mean, that's a 20% stop loss for a 33% trade. So you're talking maybe like a 1.5 R to R. Alternatively, up here, you've got an 80% trade, but that's less likely for me. We really need to get into hardcore status. But MPXS has done it before. This is back in August. September, we have a nice little 27% move. We've had a nice little 30% move. So, is this the move? Is this the September move? I don't know. I know that the wave of capital when Bitcoin goes sluggish has rolled from the larger cap coins to the mid cap coins. Really hasn't hit the low cap coins yet. So, but just keep an eye on this. This one's interesting to me. Later, John. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, bit 7's one. Yeah, maybe it is Bybit. I thought it was something else, man. Sex.io. Ooh, naughty. Naughty exchange. I don't think it's this one either. Nah, the one I'm thinking of was different. So just remember, guys, when you want to do something like this, good luck. I mean, really have your wits about you because you are venturing into untrusted, uncharted waters. I would never do anything like this. I would never put my money on a non-reputable exchange that I'm not familiar with. Again, maybe I'll be the last of the party, but at this point in my career, I'm more concerned with preserving capital than being a degenerate gambler as I was in my 20s. And being conservative has allowed me to preserve my capital and actually increase my portfolio during the bear market. So, because of that, and because of the security, because I take security seriously, you do want to keep your coins on reputable exchanges if you're keeping them on exchanges for extended periods of time at all. Yeah, sure, man. I'll go ahead and post these in here. Alrighty. Let me pull open Discord. There it is right there. Jimmy Rav. So you got this one right here. Excuse me. You got Bybit. It's Bybit, right? Yeah, Bybit. There it is. And you got Bit7. I know there's another one because I specifically know that oh, they're even paying for Google AdSense. You know what that means? Doesn't mean anything. Okay, let's take a look with Mr. Bitcoin. All right, there you go. There was your opportunity. Pulled back. Pulled back. You didn't buy the top. Pulled back. There's your scalp long entry. Target resistance. Stop loss right below your low. Opportunity cost, man. And really nice short entry, honestly. Sorry, guys, for being a negative Nancy. But I'll wait for a slam dunk, man. Okay. There you go, Alex. I posted those in the general. So Holo. I did want to talk about Holo, and then I'm going to bounce, guys. I know it's a short show today, but I got a lot of stuff I got to do. So I'll give you my personal opinion of why Holo is pumping, because there's a lot of groups shilling it right now. So you had a lot of accumulation here. I mean, this is how the game works. You have a lot of accumulation here. You get the signal to, you get like those who are kind of late to the party, those who are running your tertiary, I guess, maybe Telegram groups buying here. And then right here, you get the signal to retail traders. Like they're just pumping it, buy Holo, buy hot. And yeah. Let me give you guys a piece of advice. And again, I'm biased. If you guys would like to join the premium trading group, I think it could be good for you. I guess I don't know. You know. But if you ever receive a hot stock tip and you look at the chart and it's like, it looks like that, find a different source of information. Yeah, you can tell. You can tell because I seem a little lackluster, man. I am tired today. I haven't. I was tired yesterday too. I think it's the lights. It's the lights, man. You do this for like 2 hours a day, and it's like, have I ever gone 100x long or short if I see a chance? Never, not once, ever in my life. I mean, well, yes, I have done it like a couple times to like play with it, you know what I mean? But no, I mean, there's no purpose, man. There's absolutely no reason to do that. Because what that would imply is that you're again, there are some, if you are an experienced trader and you know absolutely what you're doing, if you want to go 100x leverage and your position size is your stop loss, or excuse me, your position size is your risk capital, then your liquidation price is going to be your liquidation price is going to be your risk amount. So you're in that case, in that one and only case, does your liquidation price act as an efficient stop loss? But that's the only situation. I mean, listen, guys, I'm conservative. I pull out a calculator before I take every trade, and I enter my capital, what I'm allowed to lose, or excuse me, my risk percentage, so which is 3%. So I'm allowed to lose 3% of my portfolio per trade, per account. And I type that into the calculator, and it spits out the other end. This is how large a position size you can take. And then I go over and I select the correct position size and adjust the leverage to let me take that trade on. It's very simple. And if I lose 3% of my portfolio. And if I win, I win. It's good. Been in holo since 9 sats. Probably a good time to take profit, man. Probably a good time to take profit. Yes. Yeah, top of an uptrend, big explosion of volume. Now, I could be thinking too short term, guys. I could be thinking too short term, but this is the way that I trade. I like to take my profits on big, huge green candles, and I like to make my buys on big red green candles. Thanks, Bayron. I appreciate it. Let's see here, guys. Well, thank you guys for noticing the lack of coffee, man. Do Binance and BitMEX have leverage? You can use BitMEX. Hey, thanks, Gabriel. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for the 33, brother. Sending you some shine for your efforts. I've been locked in lately, so cheers to that trend. Continuing for us all, no matter the directions. Yeah, I appreciate it. I mean, again, you can go long, you can go short, you can make money either way the market's moving. The key thing is to preserve your capital and make sure that you have a plan for what you're doing. If I don't have a plan, I don't take a trade. So, like, for example, I'm sitting here. I have several open positions, all of them key, planned out, strategized. If I lose 3%. And if I win the amount. I'm not running to jump in a Bitcoin position because it's moved 0.5%. I'm just not, guys. And if I wait, again, and if it develops like throughout the day, if it like goes up like a few more percentages and breaks through some resistances and then pulls back and holds support, then I'll be like, all right, guys, let's take a trade, guys. We've got the next overhead resistance. Let's go target that bad boy. Let's go. But I'm not that guy, man. I'm not going to just run off like a lemming and hop into a long position because Bitcoin put in a big green candle. But yeah, thank you so much, Gabriel. You are the man. You're one of the good ones, guys. I appreciate so much your support, dude. If you ever need a place to stay in the Midwest. All right. You're welcome, Alex. Thank you so much. All right, it's 1:59. Did I say Matthias Reggiaro? Thank you so much for the subscription on YouTube. And hey, sorry I didn't get to you, Mike. I had the tab closed down. Mike Weston 2. Thank you so much for the sub on Twitch, man. Highly appreciate it. Thanks, man. And also GBU Live for the follow on Twitch. You guys are good, man. Thank you so much. You guys help keep the lights on. All right. Let's see. Any other news? Oh, yes. Okay. My kind of compounding interest, man. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah. We're going to be doing, you can tell I'm super tired, man. I think I need to go take like a half-hour power nap and then get back up and I've already put out one trade today. So, you have to look at it from a cost perspective, right? There's so much I can do. There's so much time that I could put into picking the next trade than jumping into what's available right now, which I'm probably already late to the party for. Like I have like 15, 20 trades that are planned out when price reaches certain levels, and I'll wait for them. Those are the slam dunks, man. Tifa General. Oh, shit. This guy's realism is bumming me out. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. It can only be me. Who is that guy? Let me get a pump and dumper in here, man. Can I just watch? I want to see a pump and dumper just scream, guys, buy BitConnect. BitConnect. All right, guys. So I'm gonna kick it. Couple announcements before I go. We are gonna be doing a Gleam, invite push, invite bounty type thing, right? So we got that all paid for last night. You're going to be able to participate with your Facebook account, with your Twitter, with your Discord account, with your Twitch account, with your YouTube account, whatever you want to do. You don't have to actually create a separate account. Just use one of your existing social media accounts. There will be a page. This will all be integrated into our website as well. So, you click, you confirm that you are subscribed on YouTube, followed on Twitch, or a subscriber on Twitch. You're a member of our Discord. You follow us on Twitter, you're part of our Facebook group, all the fun, cool stuff. And for each one that you complete, you get points. Okay. And the more points that you have give you more entries. And what we're going to do is at the end, it's going to be a 2-week competition. You get points for referring your friends to the competition. Anybody can participate if they have a social media account. And at the end, what you will have is however much stuff you do, however much you follow us and support us online, you'll get more points. And we will randomly pick a winner, and that winner will have 1 month of free access to the premium trading group. We're also going to be giving away in the future. We're going to be giving away merch. We're going to be giving away coins, because we receive lots of donations from lots of people that want to support us. So I wouldn't say lots, but we receive, mostly we get cryptocurrencies, right? So it's a small community. We support a lot of projects, and they send us coins, man. And instead of turning around and shilling their projects to investors, what we do is we help circulate their coins, or at least give them away through bounties or airdrops or stuff like that, so we can support the community. If you're ever part of our Discord, I like to do drops. So Iceman AZ, thanks so much for the sub. And R Legato, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch, man. Highly appreciated. So make sure you guys look forward to that. It's going to be on our website. The information will be in our Discord. I'll probably announce that when it's fully live and up and running here, probably here in a day or two. So yeah, looking forward to the winner of that. Let's see here. Brinley, do you stream? You guys are awesome, man. I think that's all I got. Key rules for the day, guys. So let me finish. Let me end with, yes, Bitcoin looks like it could have some opportunities for a short-term trade, especially if we close something like the 4-hour above this 55 exponential moving average. You do get some upside targets of 36.23. Let's go to that. Actually, let's go to XBT, because this is what you guys are actually going to be implementing on. So go to the 4-hour chart. For our chart on XBT, we are coming up on resistance. We've got overhead resistance. We got that point of control up above us at 36.19, okay? So very simple way. You look for this resistance to break. If price pulls back and holds support, then you can look for a long entry. You've got several levels of resistance above you. Obviously, you have your first resistance coming in right here around the 36.80 area. You have your secondary resistance obviously coming in here in the 37.80 area above here. I'd put a rough target, and feel free to follow this as well as you want. If you do zoom out and take the range into account, you actually have the point of control at 38.19. Okay, so the more data that you look at on your profile, you'll actually see the resistance. And this is made clearer if you do something like a fixed range. So yeah, look where your point of control is right here for the entire range. That's coming in right here, that $3,782, $3,800 area right here, okay? This is going to be your resistance for the range. That's also your local high. That's your range high. So if you are going for a long, that's your target. That's your main target. Price does like to return to the point of control. You've got short-term targets on the way there, but at the same time, you don't enter now. You do not enter now. You're butting up against resistance on fairly weak volume. It's just a risky thing, man. Breakout trades, You know, breakout trades, you wait for the breakout to confirm itself by pulling back, and sometimes you miss the trade, but at least, gosh darn it, you haven't just thrown your money into BitMEX's liquidation engine. Long beckoning. All right, you guys are fantastic and awesome. Normal ending things, man. Let me go over here. Actually, this one right here, sorry. If you guys want to support the show, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up button. We highly appreciate that. Notification bell. We're here every morning. We are shifting the official time from 12 p.m. Central Standard Time to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. No longer from 11 to 1. The time works out for us better. Lets us spend more times with our Discord community and our subscribers in the morning, actually, before we have to kind of be in a rush to do the show. Allows us to provide and get better content, compile news, all that good stuff. A lot happens behind the scenes that you guys don't see. If you head on over to twitch.tv/crackingcrypto, give us a follow or a subscription on there. We would highly appreciate the support. As always, you can support us on Patreon or by going to our merch store and picking up a shirt or coffee cup. We appreciate that. Again, missing my coffee cup this morning, maybe I would be slightly more entertaining. Sorry if I brought anybody down. If you would like to if you would like to be part of a trading group that will support you and help you out, give you good setups, show you a strategy, and follow discipline rules, as well as just to be a supportive community, guys, head on over to premium.crackingcryptocurrency.com. Descriptions in the section down below. You get access to all the traders and analysts for Cracking Cryptocurrencies trade setups. You'll get mentorship. You'll get advice. Hello? Oh, no, I'm just doing the outro. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. All right, so hold on a second. Actually, there's, I can do it better. There's a website that will automatically pick a random YouTube commenter. But if I don't do it live on the air, it don't look fair. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. Bye. All right. Thanks for Scott for keeping me on track, guys. I almost forgot. For those of you who watched yesterday's video, we are giving away 1 week of free trading group access, guys. I said yesterday to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Cracking Cryptocurrency, which really we're like a year and a half now. But, you know, the best laid plans of mice and men. We are doing that 1 week giveaway, guys, to the premium trading group. So thank you, Scott, for keeping me on track, man. So let me pull open my Discord. Yep, sorry, Scott. I don't have, I've turned off notifications. Otherwise, I cannot sleep. So, guys, here we go. Here is the URL. We'll load comments from yesterday's video. We had 12 comments on yesterday's video. I said just comment with something that you've learned from the channel, and we will do the giveaway, man. Thanks, Veronji. All right, so 108 likes from yesterday's video, 73,749 views. That can't be right, but whatever. I'll take it. All right, comments. 12 comments, guys. Let's get this up a little bit. It's all right. So, drum roll, please. We are going to pick the winner of the 1 week of free access to the Cracking Cryptocurrency Premium Trading Group. And the winner is Khalil Crypto. Says, by far the most informational and clearly explained crypto video I have seen. Thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. I have been researching for about 3 months before I execute a few $100 novice trades. Your charts are a bit crammed for me, but it's getting better nonetheless. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Khalil. Thank you so much for your sub, or excuse me. Thank you so much for your support. Khalil, the contact information is in the About Us section on our Cracking Cryptocurrency website. We'll go ahead and try and send you a message on YouTube as well. Make sure that you're aware that you are the winner if you're watching right now, or if you happen to watch this in the future. Go to Discord and DM either myself or Scott. We're the admins of the Discord Cracking Cryptocurrency. And we will get you set up, man. So congratulations, and thank you so much for participating. And shout out to everybody who commented on yesterday's video as well. All right. Okay, make sure you guys go check out Spectre Security Coin and Premium Trading Group, Signals and Setups, our database, webinar series to teach you how to be a trader, Also, you get access to our live tracking sheet, our community, our private community, and you get access to your own customizable trade journal. That's all I got, man. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. If you missed anything, if you're just tuning in, make sure to just rewind and check out the show. Overall, being very conservative on today's movements in the market, guys. Oh, I did want to talk about bonds and the overall stock market, but we'll do that tomorrow. So we'll take a look at the 10-year Treasury marks, and we'll look at the bond market, which is a leading indicator that I'm using to actually predict whether or not the stock market is going to continue to go up or come back down, guys. Until tomorrow, guys, you guys trade safely. And as always, I hope today's show has helped crack cryptocurrency for you.